Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Tina, and today I've got a practice for you that is working on our balance, our strength, and helping us see that we are strong and we can actually own our power. And sometimes our power lies in holding back on a pose and just taking it to where is beneficial to you. And sometimes the power is actually going all the way in a pose. So, of course, you take that to where your power is. So, let's go ahead and get started with this practice, focusing on balance, confidence, and strength. Let's start at the top of our mat in Tadasana. This is where we're going to check in. We're going to welcome the sensations of our body and say, hey, I remember you. Feet are grounded into the mat. Kneecaps are lifted. Tailbone is tucked. Belly is in. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. Palms are shining forward. And just take a few breaths right here. And welcome and congratulate yourself. Take a few breaths here. Congratulate yourself for showing up and carving out this time. So beneficial for you. From here, let's go ahead and reach down and bring those fingertips up to the ceiling. Upward salute, gazes up, growing tall, shoulders down, and hands to heart center. Let's do that one more time. Reach down, bring those arms up to the ceiling, gaze up. Inhale, exhale, hands to heart center. This time, reach up, grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand, and we're going to go ahead and pull that wrist up toward the ceiling, feeling that length in the side bodies, both side bodies, keeping that in mind as you pull that right wrist up and over, lengthening through the side bodies. Inhale to stretch and grow long. Exhale to soften into that fold. One more breath. Inhale. Inhale back to center. Let's switch sides. Grab a hold of the left wrist. Assist in that side body stretch by pulling that left arm up to the ceiling and then slowly bending towards the right, mindful of the length in the side body. Inhale and soften on the exhale. One more. Inhale back up to center and release. Already feeling pretty good in those shoulders. Okay, from here we're going to go into our sun salutation A. We'll take 3 rounds of that. Palms down, reach up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, belly to the thighs. Knees are bent as needed. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it back down, plant the palms, step back to plank pose. Inhale. On the exhale, lower all the way down to the mat or halfway to chaturanga, pulling those elbows in. Inhale to cobra, pressing up to up dog. And then back to downward facing dog. Big breath. Oh. Look forward and make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift once more. Long spine. Fold it down, belly to the thighs. Inhale all the way up, reaching for the ceiling. Hands to prayer center. 2 more times. Up to Urdhva Hastasana. Gaze up. Forward fold, belly to the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Step back to your plank. Taking our vinyasa, hinging forward, lowering all the way to the mat. Press or halfway, pressing up to cobra or up dog. Back to downward facing dog. Look forward, make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. All the way up, reaching for the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, Tadasana. One more. Reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. Take your flow. Elbows are in. Pressing up to your cobra or up dog. Hips high to downward facing dog. One full breath. Inhale, look forward, make your way to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold it down. All the way up to the ceiling. And Tadasana. Feeling that blood flowing a bit now. Feeling pretty good. Great job. Catch your breath here. Check in. How are you feeling? You are strong. You can do harder things than you know you can, than you think you can. From here, we'll go into some balance poses. Those are always a challenge. So let's just see how they go. And as always, you can skip a pose, or you can give it a try, or you can modify. It's totally your practice. And wherever that is, you be proud of that. Okay, first we'll send our hips back to chair pose. Arms up or at prayer center, either way. Checking in with your weight distribution. Can you lift your toes? Is your tailbone down? Is your chest forward? From here, hands to prayer center, shifting your weight to your right foot, and we're going to be stepping back to high lunge. Have faith that your balance will take you there. Concentrate, pull the belly in, step back to high lunge. Take your time. High lunge, front knee over the front ankle. Reach up to the ceiling once you arrive. Gaze up. From here, go ahead and come back to the top of the mat, pulling that right knee up, coming into our standing twist. Grabbing that left or that right knee with the left hand, reaching that right arm to the back of the room. Gaze is to the side or back. Gazing back increases the challenge. If you'd like to try that, go ahead. Either way, grow tall here. Crown of the head is pulling up to the ceiling. Coming back to center. Great job, everyone. Wobbling quite a bit here. And coming into warrior three. Hinging forward at the hips. Sending the right leg back long, or you can skip this. It's totally up to you. Honor yourself and find strength in that honor. Bringing torso and leg parallel to the mat, pulling that belly in for stability. Coming back up, pulling that knee in. And release. Whew. Feeling good now. Let's take that to the other side. First, we'll sit back into chair pose once more. Lifting those toes, tucking that tailbone, pulling that heart space forward. This time, shifting your weight into your right foot, stepping, you know where we're going, high lunge. Step that left foot back. Take your time. Find your balance. Hands are at prayer or up to the ceiling for high lunge. Coming back up to the front of our mat, pulling that left knee up as we stand. Up. Coming into our standing twist. Grab a hold of that left knee with your right arm, your right hand, reaching that left arm back to the back of the room, pulling that core in, always pulling the core in for stability. Gaze is to the side, or if you're up for a challenge, you can gaze to the back of the room. I think I'll give that a try, see how it goes. Gazing wherever it suits you today. Coming back to center. Whew, knee is lifted. You can stay here if this is where you want to work. Find strength in this pose. If you want to go further, sending it to warrior 3. Left foot back, hinging at the hips, coming parallel-ish to the mat, body and torso and leg, long leg back, parallel if possible. Whoop. Breathing here. Bringing it back up, knee up, and release. Very strong. You are strong. You're strong for trying it. You're strong for not trying it. You got this. Good job. Okay, from here, we're going to go ahead and come into a squat. You can place your heels in, toes out. If this yogi squat isn't for you, you can keep your toes together and come down into a wide knee toe balance here. You can stay there if you'd like. Or if you're in a yogi squat, feet are apart, hips are low, elbows are in the inside of the knees, torso is long, crown of the head is reaching toward the top of the room, and breathing here, feeling that stretch, that nice stretch in the groin. Excellent job here. If crow pose is in your practice, we're going there next. If you'd like to give it a try, I encourage you to do so and play. Wherever you are in your practice, wherever you are going here, find strength in that, staying in your squat or trying your crow pose. For crow pose, bringing our hips up high, knees come to the back of the arms, gazing forward, playing with that weight distribution, having faith and confidence that you can do it if you want to. You can just play here, or you can lift both feet up, one foot up, Bringing those heels toward the glutes and breathing. Wherever you are, come back to your toe balance or your yogi squat. Feels very good. Great job, you guys, wherever you are. Excellent, excellent job. Okay, from here, plant the palms, step it back to downward facing dog. You can take a few deep breaths here. You deserve it. Let's go ahead and lower the knees. Knees can be wide or together for child's pose. Coming back into our personal space of reflection and intention. I hope you're feeling good. The mantra for today is, I am strong. I am confident. And I am aware. I am strong. I am confident. And I am aware. 5 deep breaths here. Begin to come out, back up to hands and knees, and we're going to send it back up to downward facing dog. You can stay here or raise your right foot up, three-legged dog, opening that hip, trying to keep pressing through those palms equally, keeping those shoulders strong, opening that hip, staying here if you'd like. Or if you'd like to give it a try, going into Wild Thing, bring that right foot behind you, knee is bent, pressing those hips up to the ceiling, chest up to the ceiling, and breathing. You're in Wild Thing. Slowly and mindfully come back to downward facing dog. Sigh it out. Inhale, left leg up, taking it to the other side. Three-legged dog, opening that hip, bending that knee, stacking those hips if possible, feeling that nice stretch in the left hip there. You can stay here or make your way to Wild Thing, placing that left foot behind you. Knee is bent, right leg long, pressing hips up to the ceiling, chest up to the ceiling, and breathe. Wild Thing. Very slowly look down. Coming back to downward facing dog. Lower the knees and sit back. Feel that blood just rushing through your body. Your body's taking care of you. Your body's intelligence is just, it really is amazing. And I can feel it right now. I am aware that my body is taking care of me right now. Let's go ahead and lie back flat on the back. Cooling it down. Hug those knees in. Feel that tailbone coming down to the mat as you hug your knees in. Taking some big circles here with your knees. Feeling that massage in the lower back. Feels so good. Reverse your circles. Honey, it doesn't seem like a balance thing, but I do feel a little bit of a balance element to this. So that's always good. Left leg long for our supine twist. Bring that right knee up and over to the left, and reaching that right arm out long, gluing those shoulders to the mat, and letting this passive stretch just settle. Take 3 breaths here, letting gravity help you here. Inhale back to center, and we'll take it to the other side. Right leg long, left knee over to the right, reaching out that left arm out long, shoulders are tucked underneath you and glued to the mat. So your twist is only going as far as your shoulders allow. Keeping your shoulders on the mat, that tells you where you are in your twist. Gaze over the left fingertips, and 3 breaths here. Bring it back to center. Taking any last movements you might need here. Maybe a happy baby would be good. It's whatever's your body's calling for. And then we'll release. Legs long, reaching our arms up and overhead for the biggest stretch you've had all day long. How long can you stretch? And release, arms to the side. And relax into Shavasana, the most important pose, where the hard work of your practice settles and integrates within you, where you allow the intelligence of your body to take over. Scan your body, find any points that may be tense. Relax. And let your body just melt into the mat. Breathing here naturally in silence for 1 minute. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Begin to bring movement back to your fingertips and your toes. Take a deep breath. roll to one side and slowly, very slowly, press back up to a nice, comfortable seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today for this practice of strength, confidence, and awareness. I appreciate you very, very, very much. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.